Dog Story I think, if I'm not mistaken, my dear, valued esteemed co-host, Mr. Casey Fields has one for us today. What do you got, Bubba? You got a little something?
Man, I mean, for those of you guys that know me, I'm a pretty straight-laced guy. I don't get in a whole lot of trouble, but I do have to admit, during my college years and high school years, I used to try to break it up and have a little fun here and there, right? Yeah.
Really?
Nothing, nothing too harmful, just a little fun stuff. So we're going back to 2002, 2003, down to the very eastern part of Los Angeles County, the 909, San Dimas, California.
That's like Inland Empire type shit?
Yep.
The 909 skirts. A lot of good skateboarding out there, I'll say.
Yeah. So
San Dimas, isn't that? Sorry. I always wanted to go there, but my family was too ghetto to send me to the great raging waters.
That's right.
That was down there, right?
Yep. Yeah.
San Dimas.
So my college campus was about a mile from Raging Waters. And so we were working late in the night writing papers at the local Denny's there on Arrow Highway, former Route 66. But so I remember, a few nights that we would be interrupt our studies and go cause a little bit of trouble, right?
What?
So right there off of in San Dimas, there was a Blockbuster video, and we'd go. I don't know if you guys remember, Blockbuster used to have these huge signs on the windows, right, for the upcoming attractions or the new video game release, which back in those days was Halo, right?
Oh, right.
Yeah. So we would go
like the window film.
Yeah. So we would go just rip, like in the middle of the night, just rip down this 6 foot tall window film and take it back to the dorms and slap it up in the commons area. Guys would wake up in the morning, come walking out, giant 6 foot by 5 foot halo on the wall or whatever it is. Okay, so one such night, my buddy, who's now a pretty well-known pastor in Texas of a mega church, him
calling people out, dude. You know how much money's in that game?
Him and I went out to
whoa, you got hold up. We know mega church preachers. Why are we around here? I'm talking these stories. That is the ultimate story. Hold up. Who votes for mega church? Fuck this, dude. I'm tired, man. Viewership, begging you guys to give you t-shirts and shit. You got a mega church, bro?
The book deal.
No, fuck all that. Let's go work at the mega church. This is bullshit. No, hold up. You know a mega church guy. We're fucking. Go ahead.
One night we took a drive about 20 minutes up the 210 freeway to Santa Anita Racetrack. Right? And Santa Anita Racetrack, one of the most famous horse racing venues in the entire world, is located next to the Santa Anita Mall. So there's a giant parking lot, miles of pavement between these two facilities, this mall and this racetrack.
The Bay Area had the Tan Foran.
That's right.
Set up in a very similar thing, because
home of Seabiscuit.
Yeah, it was some of the similar. They were trying to have them across California.
Yep.
So these people could do these loops. It was a very rich developer who was involved in obviously racetracks and had great tracts of land and saw the future of shopping malls. Very interesting correlation there. So you were at the Southern California component.
Yeah.
I remember there.
Yep.
Just the TV ads. Santa Anita. What was that when they had the thing with the whatever racing?
They had
buggy racing.
Buggy, yep.
What's they call it?
And then there's a
harness racing.
Del Mar, where the surf meets the turf.
That was the one. And imagine how many times Blue went on that. But anyway, go ahead.
Or Hollywood Park, one of Lino LaBianca's favorite places.
That was underneath the lights. Was there something? The lights.
That's over in Inglewood, where the current Rams Stadium, Los Angeles Rams, are playing. But going back to the story, my dear friend and I drove out to the Santa Anita parking lot, where they had an abundance, hundreds, possibly thousands of cones and traffic related materials.
Oh,
Okay.
wow.
So, you know that you have your normal standard triangle cone that's maybe a couple feet tall, but then you also had these cones that we affectionately refer to as donkey dicks, which are the variety that are about
The big
4
tall-
feet tall,
yeah,
right?
The
Yeah.
weird base, the
Yeah.
heavy rubber base.
Yeah. So
No. I never thought
so
about
we
that.
pull we're eyeing security, making sure that they're not, gonna see where. So we proceeded to grab about 50 of these donkey dick cones, threw them in the back of the pickup truck, drove them into San Dimas.
Fuck.
And what do you do at that point?
Well, you gotta flop them out because when
You
you
start-
throw them,
You
like,
start
whoop, whoop.
blocking off streets throughout San Dimas.
Oh, no, even worse than what
So
I thought.
we made our own maze throughout San Dimas, our own detour, and just waited for daybreak for traffic to start.
That's great.
Morning traffic, and just sat back and just watched the chaos. Watch people, traffic, pops rolling out, moving cones around.
Oh shit, brother.
Yep.
That's messed up, dude. But what innocent, silly fun.
Mm-hmm.
Oh, dude, I love it. That is wholesome. Really. And that is the essence of Dark Story, brah. Sometimes we get a little dark. Sometimes we keep it light. That was a one for the ages. Good all American. Nobody gets hurt story.